chef cooking down there. Smells good.
Indeed, greetings and salutations.
Ball control's going to be hard.
Not great for the Lizardmen.
Here come the girls. Enough will bless those bouncing pom-poms.
Yes, one would think having a halfling team as your first opponent would be good. However, those Treemen are one of the few things that can block a Saurus, so this actually may turn into a struggle, believe it or not. Still, I'm looking forward to see how they perform. And our team looks fabulous lined up here. The rain's not going to make it any easier, sadly.
Lizardmen certainly excel in certain domains, but are abysmal in others.
Simply put, the skinks are made of foam rubber, and the Saurus have 2 left hands.
A very good way to put it. Indeed, and the halfling chef is very bad as well. The Lizardmen already don't have many re-rolls, and losing them to only be given to their opponents is worse. Now, what we're seeing is a thing that's been nicknamed the Flanking Claw. It may seem strange to force your... Ooh, we have wind. Yes, it may be strange to put all your big guys on one side of the pitch, but it's to hammer through. And the Lizardmen are nimble enough to clear the field very quickly. However, the lack of block is going to be a problem. But fingers crossed you can get some nice injuries on those halflings and get some blood in the blood ball. And there we go!
More than 20 Saurus came up from Slanhopek.
When the match was over, the Elfie was a wreck.
Oh, we'll be hearing that a lot.
Good old blocks to start the match. I love it.
So as we can see, there's already a wall forming between the
All good. Solid.
green spoons and the treetop terrors here. We even got a pass off. It's very unexpected. Now, whilst the Treemen can punch a Saurus one-on-one, being stronger and more armoured than even the Croxagore, the Halflings are probably going to need 3 Halflings to 1 Saurus in order to get reliable blocks. Unless Nuffle is kind and blesses their dice.
Put pressure on the ball. Can't argue with that. Get next to the ball carrier so you can block. And if that doesn't work, wait, what? Good defensive block.
Now, stunty does mean the Halflings can just slip away. They have a +1 to get away from a tackle zone. Something that can be very, very frustrating. The Skinks thankfully have that too.
Yep, I reckon that's what he'd say if he could talk.
Let's take a quick look at that player. Yes, the unmistakable sign of a player's eyes rolling up into his head. He'll be out for some time.
See, we can get a good stat comparison here. 1 extra strength, 1 extra armor, but the Treemen, once they go down, have to struggle to get back up again. They can get a 4 or more, then they're stuck, and on a 1, they're not going anywhere. There we go, a nice little cage around the ball carrier. Now, if this was a dwarf team, the green spoons would probably be already a wreck.
They absolutely have to stop him. Or her.
Oh.
Whatever. There's no harm in making a block on the ball carrier. Well, actually, you could do a lot of harm.
There's a reroll.
Is there not? Hang on. Did you see
Crux of the pyramid is down.
the coach will be spitting teeth about this.
And it's a really bad injury. +1 to all subsequent injury rolls. I don't imagine he'll be staying on the team, but that's pretty bad for the Treetop Terrors to get that so early. Paying to replace a player this early in the league is going to slow them down.
They hit hard.
However, the Green Spoon's injuries relatively minor, it seems. Nothing long-lasting so far. Oh, those armor rolls are appalling. A free? You've got to get a 7 or more on 2d6. That should be easy. Hopefully this will not be the beginning of a spree of bad luck.
Not up to much today.
And I stand rectified. It may be a spree of bad luck.
I think that Treeman was thirsty, Jim.
Well, he's not getting up for now.
It's a shame that a water bottle just isn't enough for him.
Oh. And here comes the Treemen a stomping.
The ball is secure. Can the other team steal it away?
You know, the Cruxigal could have done a blitz there, but it's not really worth it.
So close to a world of hurt.
Another appalling roll on the armor check. Yes, his tail should make it easier to keep the halflings in place, as they'll be taking a -1 to get away.
Stay still like a rock. He is not moving.
It takes 4 Saurus to take down a Treeman.
Get excited.
And this is the main problem with the Lizardman players. But another 1 to pick up. They need to get 3 or more. Well, they need to get 3 or more on the dice. That's 3 50% chances failed so far.
Get it. They want to pick up the ball. But you gotta get rid of your opponent first.
Bye-bye.
With arms like tree trunks, there was only going to be one result in
That injury roll was appalling.
One more step in.
The Cruxigal should be mincemeating his way through the
Going
halflings,
for the ball.
but it's not happening.
Exposed. There could be a counter strike.
Well, good of you to catch the ball.
Get him early.
However, you just made yourself a target. But what can the Green Spoons do here? They could potentially, if they could pick up the ball, get to the sidelines, and knowing that they'll get smashed off the pitch, the ball will be randomly flung back onto the pitch in such a way that could end up even this far down.
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
The trouble is getting the ball, however. Look at that, triple dice and nothing but pushes. And again!
He's on him now, like a halfling on a hot dinner. Ravenous, so on. Just one more step.
Not what you'd expect. This is blood.
No one can pick up the ball! It's a complete comedy of errors here.
Oh, the ball has been lost.
And that's another reroll gone. However, there's not many turns left in the half, and it's probably well spent.
Night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Really, don't let them. They're massive and can take your hand right off.
Well, a KO keeps it out of the way for now, but no star player points. And indeed, the sources really need to build those up quickly. As for the Green Spoons, just surviving this match would be
I think he's moving.
a success.
No, he's
All this focus on the ball is against the spirit of the game. Give me more random violence.
Now, with Stunty, he could quite easily get out of that, sadly. So we're increasing the amount of tackle zones. He should be at a -3 to get out of these squares here. And we've got some of the more nimble Treemen here. Branch Strawberry has managed to pass every roll to stand up and to...
Wasn't this player better before? Sorry, you on the floor again. This team must like worms or something.
Alright, someone has to catch it here.
Down the ball carrier before he can move it up the field. Blood Bowl 101.
Oh. Disappointing. A complete unreliability on picking up the ball. Oh, another bonehead.
And he's standing there drooling.
Ooh! He actually got the ball this time. Can he get the pass off?
Ball transmitted. Easy. See him tapping down there. Look, it's a touchdown.
Boom! Touchdown! Just before halftime. That really screws with the players in the locker room.
With that touchdown under their belt, we can finally get this match started.
Oh, it took long enough. In the end, you really wanted 2 touchdowns by this point.
Knockout players are back on the field. How did you like it?
Not for...
They're down a player.
Oh.
Easy to replace.
Yes, that's not delightful.
They kicked the ball to the opponents.
Let me get a word in, guys.
Defensively.
Yes, that's not delightful for the Treetop Terrors. They're actually down a player here because they did not have any replacements. So, more chance to punch some halflings. And how this formation is a great little cage. It's essentially admitting you're going to give up the front line. Oh, Greenspoon's getting another reroll from the cheering fans. But given the speed of the Treetop Terrors, they can get anywhere along here. They can go forward to reinforce. They can go round either way. It's an interesting defensive formation. And it's usually reserved for a more punchy team. The Treemen, however, are making it necessary, so the sources are not all lodged and stuck in the centre. Oh, and here and so it begins. Here we go. Some very good rolls by the Treemen. Oh, already smashing their way through the Saurus front line. But thankfully the first half ends with no more injuries for the Treetop Terrors. Now we all filter back out.
Short of one player. That's a gap that can be filled.
Oh, that's very lucky.
Despite being in the lead, this team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
They'll want to get it back as soon as they can.
So, it seems like it's going to be a repeat of before. Except all the Greenspoons, sorry, can move, though the AI really never takes advantage of that. That touchback, however, is a really bad thing. The ball's already on the line, and that means there's less time for the Treetop Terrors to punch their way through this numerous halfling, well, crowd, mob. There's a lot of the little buggers all over the place.
Here's some friends. Two big goons that get together and fall on you. It can really hurt.
Oh, that's really bad.
He's going to sleep. Maybe we will see him on the pitch later.
It's one less Saurus. One less Saurus unable to gain star player points as well. That actually might be more of a kick in the teeth than the fact he's been KO'd. Because there's very little chance that there'll be
Like his. He's not going to be easy to shift.
I'm not so sure. With a good block to the trunk, he'll end up flat out on the field like any other player.
Yes, without likely being a touchdown anytime soon. Well, that Saurus is not going to have a chance to come back on the pitch. This is a little risky putting his skinks on the skirmish line, but and you may notice we have one Saurus right at the back here. It may be considered a bit of a waste, but
Let's hope it's going to be okay.
it's handy to have a potential blitzer should this guy break through.
Unity is strength.
That is one lucky skink.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight. A little air for the ball carrier.
And it's fine that these guys are just running around him. He's there to be a distraction. Oh, ouch.
So, big guy, trample all over him.
That's obvious. Even siege. Oh, wait. Something's happening. They're going to spend time on the bench for that.
No long-term injury. Still, we want to see more of those. And our friend at the back here is coming forward. The skinks are staying in place out of the way. They are a bit too vulnerable and they lack replacements. Oh, now that is going to be an absolute brawl. Colfax of the Bones is down, and that is not good. That leaves up this whole area wide and open. And the halflings are taking advantage of it.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Look at that. Almost triple skulls. 3 dice and all of them useless. The dice luck for the Treetop Terrors has been frankly awful.
That's it. Force them back and then pow!
The player's fist is approximately the same size as his entire opponent.
Just a push on 3 dice again. Push, push, skull.
Twinkle toes there.
The lack of block really makes it difficult for the Treetop Terrors to get some proper blitzing in. As it's just as risky for their guys to start trying it as it is to ensure you've got enough people around to get all the dice. On average, a 2 block dice is usually considered a really good one to have. Look at these rolls. We might have a Saurus in the crowd here.
Reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean.
Oh, he just
But this
bit.
time, no miracles.
He just bit him. Is that legal? He's just trying to eat that halfling
They're
whole.
attacking the ball carrier, Bob.
I know, Jim. I'm watching the same match as you. The Saurus, they hit hard.
We call that Knuffles' Kiss.
Solid tactic.
Signs are starting to
Well done, Uldra.
It's great, Jim. I smell obliteration. This is gonna kill him. They've smacked a player to relieve his team. Well done.
Oh, and the skink actually picked it up for once. Ah, little chap who managed to get the touchdown last time.
We may see that player late.
That was a very fast turn for
That's
them.
what he'd say if he could talk.
They didn't see that worth the
He
reroll.
seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
Oh wait, no, that was the end of the green. Ah, that was the end of the Treetop Terrors. It's now green spoons. I thought it'd change to green spoons then.
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent of half his strength?
Oh, another injury.
That's why I love this game.
That Croxagore is doing very well. It may end up having a level up very soon. He's very, very biting. Crook's hut, the render, is rending away. Oh, order!
With the fairies. Better watch out. They're murderous little beasts.
We've got to hope that Alder gets sneaky gait and foul play, because I think he's going to have to be the fouling player or the blocker if we can get block on him, which is a rare skill on Skinks, so we have to get doubles to be able to choose it. The new Blood Bowl rules are quite nice. They've completely changed the star player point system and how one can gain skills. So this is only really good for training and tactics if you wish to play modern Blood Bowl, which I do recommend. It's a good laugh. You only really need one team and a few friends who also have a team. Okay.
Good call. Intimidation is the key. It's one of my strengths when I was still playing.
There's not many halflings left on the pitch now, is there? This chap over here is possibly the most important one.
Come on, guys. Together.
420 swords came up from Slanhopek.
When
The match is over, the elf team was a wreck. Yes.
Knock out.
Look at this. Ah. This is what I like to see. And touchdown, I imagine.
Don't touch me, Jackson! Don't touch everybody! So, touchdown! I mean, wine. Red wine. Oh, that's hard. This looks like the end. They can't catch up such a big gap.
Oh, and 3 of them are getting back up. Brave or foolhardy? Your choice. Maybe both.
That team's a pop. Must have the magic sponge.
Important thing, you gotta keep possession of the ball, not lose it. Strike back would be terrible.
I believe this is supposed to be the 5-4-2, just with some slight alterations. No. Oh, that was hardly a kick. It landed on the back of the Croxagore. So who gets it now? They're giving it to a Treeman. They've gone to hell with it. You are not getting another touchdown. We are just going to hold out for as long as possible. To be honest, the halfling should be allowing the players to get more touchdowns, because the more team value your opponents has, the more money they get as a bonus.
Following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Indeed, the halflings are all about having a cheap team.
It's gonna be hard to make them lose the ball.
It's a block. Let's hope Nuffle is smiling on those blocking dice, Bob.
Knuckles always smiling, Jim. You just don't always know which side he's supporting.
Oh, looks like he's changed his mind and decided to pick the Treetop Terrors.
420 swords came up from Slanhopek.
When the match was over, the elf team was a wreck.
We need more lines to that song.
Force possession away from the ball.
Oh. Oh. Do we... No. Oh. No re-roll for the Croxagore.
Look at this. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Loner sucks, because on a 4 or more, you waste your re-roll. So, can the Green Spoons get a bit of injury on the Treetop Terrors before this match is over. Oh, but he's not going anywhere.
Another coach who has forgotten to water his bow now.
A simple KO.
Knee hit.
Yep, I reckon that's what he'd say if he could talk. Knockout!
And quite likely the final punch of the match. It's another injury!
Saurus. Oh, they mark.
One strength!
Going to be carrying that scar
Oh.
around with the rest of them.
That is bad. Halflings have 2 strength, so they have a 1 strength halfling. That is the same strength as a Noblar. 4-star player points on that Saurus by the end of the match. That is good to see.
Here comes the last chance pass.
Oh! So unfortunate.
No, over on the other side. Over the other. Oh, God. Never mind.
So, looks like the Green Spoons had the ball for most of the match, but simply could not get through. Star player points. We have a nice array. Seems old Bird Eater, who got knocked out earlier, was the MVP. So he managed to get some star player points in the end. And also we are double touchdown skink is straight to level ups. But this is a very good start for the Treetop Terrors. A few more injuries on the Green Spoons would have done nice. A few more passes or anything really would have helped out. But one player leveling up after the first match is always a lovely thing to see. And I'll see you next time.